Hey guys, welcome back. Today I'm doing a first impressions review and comparison video on the new Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Definer. You guys know I have been a long time lover of the Brow Wiz. It's the only thing that I've used on my brows as of recent. I absolutely love it. I have a full eyebrow routine where I show you guys how I use it and how I fill in my brows with that product, which I will link down below if you have not seen that yet. But today I wanted to talk about the new Brow Definer because they just came out with the new product, which is basically very similar to the Brow Wiz, but the way that the points are and kind of the way you apply it is a little bit different. So I wanted to do a review, show you guys the first time me using it on camera, give you my first impressions, my thoughts on it, and then kind of compare it to the Brow Wiz so you guys know which one I think is better and kind of what I like about both. So if you guys are interested in seeing my review on the new Anastasia Brow Definer, then just give this video a thumbs up and keep on watching. Alright, so here I am totally browless. My brows are like literally colorless. I look so weird before I put them on, but we're going to go in and put them on using the new Brow Definer. So I have this in the shade Taupe. So I'm going to go in with this little spoolie. What I did like off the bat on the Brow Definer is the spoolie's bigger. The one on the Brow Wiz is much smaller, so I do like that they did include a bigger spoolie because I don't even use the one on the Brow Wiz because it's so small. I just feel like it doesn't really do much. So the big spoolie was definitely a nice touch. Now we're going to go in with the actual Brow Definer. I've watched a couple tutorials like on Instagram of people using this, and like a lot of people kind of hold it like this and go like that. We'll try that on this eyebrow, and then on this eyebrow I guess I'll just go in like straight and we'll see how it works. Alright, so that was actually really easy. This probably only took me like 30 seconds to do, so you can definitely do your brows quicker with this because I would say it takes me probably at least a minute if not longer with the Brow Wiz, and my brows look pretty good. Like I probably am going to go in and fill in like a little bit more where I have a few little like bald spots, but I do set it with the Benefits Gimme Brow, which is tinted as well, so I don't like to go like too much in with the pencil. And I do kind of like, it did make making the arch back here a lot easier. So it actually works pretty well like when you hold it like this, like you guys just saw me do. I will do regular just holding it straight though on this side to see like the difference because that's naturally how I think I would have done it if I hadn't watched tutorials. So I want to try that out as well. But holding it kind of at an angle like upright like this and then down like this for the top did really help and made it very easy to fill in. So I'll do it now straight, kind of like the natural way over here, and see how that works. Alright, so now this brow is done with me holding it kind of the straight natural way. I did find it easier actually this brow when I held it like this, like the way that I had seen in the tutorials, because I feel like you'd have more like control if you hold it straight, but you actually don't. Like I definitely felt like I had more control when I did it this way, and it kind of just was easier to do like the arch. So I would recommend using it like that, even though it's kind of more natural to do it the other way. Alright, so now that you guys have watched me fill in my brows, I can give you my full kind of review and thoughts on the product. So first we'll start off with the differences in packaging. The Brow Definer is a much thicker packaging than the Brow Wiz, and the spoolie on the Brow Definer is so much bigger than the spoolie on the Brow Wiz. Thank God. I really prefer the one on the Brow Definer because I feel like I never even could use the one on the Brow Wiz because it was so kind of tiny. As far as the point goes, obviously the one on the Brow Wiz is just a pointy, you know, tiny little applicator like your typical pencil would be, and the one on the Brow Definer is more angled. As I said, the packaging on the Brow Definer is thicker, but you are getting a lot more product with the Brow Definer because the Brow Definer is 0.007 ounces where the Brow Wiz is 0.003. So you're getting more than double the amount of product with the Brow Definer. So hopefully it'll last us a little bit longer because I know I go through these Brow Wizes, like I feel like every month I'm at Ulta for Sephora buying another one. I go through them so quickly. So hopefully the Brow Definer will last longer since you are getting more than double the amount of product. The Brow Definer is more expensive. It's $23 as compared to the Brow Wiz, which is only $21, but since you're getting double the product, honestly that $2 difference is not that big of a deal because you are getting so much more product. As far as color range goes, the colors are slightly different. From what I could see, the Brow Definer actually has more colors because I've used the Brow Wiz for years now. When I first started using the Brow Wiz, I was the color Ash Blonde, and then there was also the next shade up from Ash Blonde was the color Taupe. But then maybe about a year ago, they combined Ash Blonde and Taupe into just one product. So this is now at Sephora, I'm pretty sure the sign reads like Taupe, formerly known as Ash Blonde. So there is no Ash Blonde Brow Wiz anymore, so I started to buy Taupe But when I went to look at the brow definer, they have a blonde shade and a taupe shade. So this is the second darkest shade. They do have a blonde shade, which is a shade lighter. I swatched on the back of my hand because I wasn't sure which one I was going to get, and I thought that the blonde shade was a little too light. I really didn't think it was going to show up that much, which is why I ended up going with the color taupe. But this taupe is the exact same as the Brow Wiz taupe. I don't find a difference in the product color or the formulation of the product either. I think the product is exactly the same. It's just really the way that it's packaged and the way that the tip is that really makes them two different products. As far as my final thoughts and which one I think would be better for which type of people, because I definitely think they kind of attract a different crowd, if that kind of makes sense. I think the brow definer is much easier to use and much faster to use if you are skilled with makeup, you're skilled with filling in your brows, you know, you kind of have a lot of experience with it, because I really liked this. I thought it made doing my brows super easy and super fast. That also is because I'm used to using brow products. I've used a ton of different ones, so I know how to apply them. If you're more of a beginner, I think I would definitely go with the Brow Wiz. This is easier because it's kind of just, you use it the same way that you would use like a pencil if you were just going to pencil on your brows, where this one you kind of have to use it with a different technique, like I showed you guys, kind of like holding it up and then holding it down. So I think the Brow Wiz would be better for beginners, but if you're more like into makeup, you're experienced with makeup, you've used a lot of brow products, I definitely think the brow definer is worth picking up. It is a really, really great product and made doing my brows a lot easier and a lot faster. I also do think though, like, just because I did my brows with the brow definer today does not mean that I couldn't create the same result using the Brow Wiz. I absolutely could. Both products will give you the same result. It's really just about the way that you apply it and which technique you kind of like better. Like I said, I could get these exact same brows using the Brow Wiz. It probably would just take me longer, where with the brow definer, it was a pretty short process to be able to do that. So all in all, they're both great products. Anastasia never comes out with anything that I don't think is great, so hats off to them because they always come out with bomb products, but both of these are amazing. Like I said, if you're a beginner, I would definitely pick up the Brow Wiz just because it does have a finer point. It's a little bit more natural to use, but if you're really into makeup and you are experienced with filling in your brows, I would definitely check out the Brow Definer. I really think it is a great product. It will make your life a little bit easier and a little bit faster when you're trying to fill in those brows. So yeah, hopefully this comparison video helped you guys who are trying to decide which one to buy. If it did, please be sure to give it a thumbs up and click the subscribe button down below if you have not already, and I will see you guys very soon in my next video. Thank you so much for watching. Bye!